What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. Period. Listen, I know it's been a minute. I've really been like, if anything, I'm more involved with YouTube in my mind. Like, I be coming up with like these conversation topics, but I never like sit down and be like, all right, content, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back now. I know I was missed. I'm not even gonna. I ain't even gotta ask y'all. I already know I was missed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gotta speak up because the AC a little loud up in here. So if it seems like I'm yelling, I'm not yelling. All right. So this is just how I'm finna talk today. I just wanted to get on here real quick and tackle a couple of topics that's been on my mind and I need to go ahead and release. All right. So the first segment is groupies looking for a come up. Okay. I personally don't really have too much respect for groupies. Groupies are only out for themselves. They're like extremely selfish people. They're only looking for a check, and I'm like, ma'am, it's a Walmart right there. It's a Kroger right there. Go get a job. You want to be a hoe all your life? I don't get shit like that. And then, groupies they're literally in their own category. They're like, I believe groupies to be nothing but malicious. Groupies will get with a male celebrity, and I'm gonna say male celebrity because you don't really hear about men groupies or male groupies. The female groupies will get with these men to fuck them, and then they'll try to sneak a video, to extort later on, or go on podcasts like Tasha K or the Shade Room or whatever, and expose them for clout. That shit is whack to me. I'm like, girl, go get a job. Go get a job. Okay, because at the end of the day, your only accomplishment in life is being a hoe, laying on your back, or however the fuck you take it. And you can take that however you want to take it. I'm just saying. Now, this is something I really wanted to talk about. The next segment is the difference between a groupie and a fan. There's a difference. Now, just like you have wolves in sheep's clothing, that is exactly what the fuck a groupie is. Okay, a groupie will present themselves in the form of a fan. And now I had this example. Okay, let's say, who's popping right now? Okay, let's say it's a Drake concert, right? You have two girls standing beside each other, jamming, but it's only one singing or rapping the lyrics, right? Now, I'm gonna let you guess which one it is. I feel like you know already, but I'm gonna continue the example. All right, so you have the one wearing the crop top, the booty shorts, she ain't got no panties on, or either she got on a thong, and she got on a fresh lace wig, the baby hair is laid like mine. Hello. Then you have the other one. Got on a regular t-shirt like me, jeans like me, rapping the lyrics. Can you guess which one is which? The groupie is the one shaking ass because she wants you to see her pussy. Ooh. YouTube is getting really tight on the cursing, so I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum. All right, so she wants you to see the outline of her private area. To be politically correct, that's what she wants you to see. So she's shaking ass. Excuse me, her butt. I can't get used to this. Okay, because she wants you to see. But the fan is the one with the t-shirt on and the jeans. Like a respectable lady, rapping all the lyrics. Groupies will sometimes learn all the lyrics to the album in which you're probably going to be performing, or your past hits that everybody knows about that comes on the radio nonstop. After a certain amount of time, you start remembering the lyrics to the songs. Because, like, when I tell you every fucking station on the radio literally has like 10 songs, maybe 15 on repeat. It's a constant loop. And I'm like, y'all just played this time an hour ago. But yeah, like, that's the difference between a groupie and a fan. Okay, y'all, so I really wanted to talk about this, and I'm not going to get too specific, but I'm pretty sure everybody who's ever worked a 9 to 5 has had this experience, especially when you've been on your 9 to 5 for a couple of years. My next segment is called Newbies in the Workplace. And in case you're not hip to the lingo, a newbie is a new hire, a person who's just getting their foot in the door. You know, I want to be brief because I feel like if I'm not brief, I'm gonna get specific. Okay, so how I feel about newbies in the workplace is I don't care personally. It has nothing to do with me or my pockets. I'm a person who typically minds my business, and I will help if it's something I can help with. I do feel like as a newbie, it's important to, when it comes to the work you'll be doing, like if you're coming into the same department as me or her or him, it's important for you to like not be so cocky, like you know what you're doing right out the gate and you calling shots and you saying what you are or aren't gonna do. That's gonna rub people the wrong way. I know it rubs me the wrong way. You know, it makes people not want to work with you. It makes people not want to help you. It makes people not want to be around you because you're a fucking blabbermouth and a know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be humble. You know, your first couple of weeks, your first month, like for real, because like I don't know every workplace, but some workplaces are like their probationary period is more than likely 90 days. I think at the most, of course, at the most, it's not gonna go past for like 3 months. So it's like within that time, like, you know, work your way around the system, make some allies. That's really important in certain workplaces. It's to have some allies. Now, can you trust them? No, but it's important to be cordial at the least. You know, like don't be their friends because your coworkers is not your friends, period. They're not. Especially when they're in certain positions of power or whatever the case may be. Like, you know, it's always a snake in the grass. So it's like, watch out for yourself, you know what I'm saying, before anybody else. And that's something I take with me in life, in work life, personal life, you know what I'm saying? I always put me first. And a lot of people like to make it seem like, now I am selfish, but a lot of people like to make it seem like it's such a bad thing putting yourself first. But it's those same kind of people who don't put people first, and then they get mad at themselves for never putting themselves first. And then later on in life, they want to put themselves first. Don't be mad that I got the lesson before y'all did. I'm just saying. But yeah, as a new person, like whenever I come in, I'm normally like when I first start a job, I'm super like energetic, super nice, you know what I'm saying? Until like I really get into the thick of things. And no, I did not say what you think I said. I said the thick, THICK. Yes. When I get into the thick of things, you know, I really get my hands dirty, my feet wet, whatever you want to call it. Then I start to, you know, show all of me. Maybe not, like as far as my personality. You know, you're not just going to get that nice thing. I'm going to start speaking up a little bit more because now I know this and you might not know this. So I'm going to speak up. I'm going to be speaking up, you know, and if something I don't like is happening and it has something to do with me and it's affecting me in a negative way, I'm going to speak up. At that point, I've gotten my foot wet, you know, and whatever. I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just get one foot in the door like these newbies. You know, a lot of them barely have their one foot in the door, and they just get to doing this. I never liked when people get real comfortable, and that's just all around, like not even just work. It's just personal as well. I don't really like when people get too comfortable with me because they start talking crazy, and I'm not the one. The 2, 3, or the 4. Now, anybody who knows me personally knows that this is a sensitive subject a little bit. It's kind of triggering because I am a person who has abandonment issues. My next segment is called Calling, which means you picking up the phone and you calling, and returning calls, which is when you receive a call and you call back. Now, the difference between calling it, well, I just told you, but it's on the lines of communication. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I feel like I'm going to get upset. But it's like when you pick up the phone and call somebody, that means you're thinking about them. You know, you really want to talk to them, whether it's like you venting to them or you wanted to just have like a nice, healthy, funny back and forth, or you know, you're on their mind. They want to talk to you. They show that they give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And now when you return calls and you're that person who only returns calls and you never pick up the phone to reach out to said person or people, it's very telling. It means that they're not on your mind because you never pick up the phone and call them, or they're not on your mind enough to where you care to pick up the phone and call them. And that's just the bottom line. I mean, I'm not about to, the thing is, people like to go back and forth with me on the subject, but that it is what it is. It ain't, it ain't what it ain't. I accept the fact that that's the truth, because it is. Whether you're a person that's too busy or you're just lazy and whatever, whatever the case is, that is just the bottom line. The specifics really don't matter, because at the end of the day, okay, just say you're a person that has a lot going on, right? You don't have a lot going on to the point where you don't take bathroom breaks. Let's get into it, because you can't tell me, oh, such and such, all these excuses. It's not giving. It's giving BS. I can say that. That's not a curse word. It's because I know, whether it's as quick as returning a text, or you can literally carry on a whole conversation depending on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one, or that one, you know what I'm saying? You can, there are moments, and if you don't, it's up to you to take them. It's called taking initiative, and also taking accountability for being one of those people. I mean, it's not the best position to be in to be called out on your mess, but hey, sometimes a person needs to hear that. And sometimes a person, when they hear that, they still don't do anything with the information. They might receive it, put it in their back pocket, because they already know. But yeah, that's the difference between calling and returning calls. And I know there's people out there other than myself that have, issues with people who you reach out to all the time not returning the favor. I mean, but I don't know. I'm in a place where now I'm just not, I don't hold the grudge anymore. At first it really bothered me to the point of tears and anger, rage even. But I just learned to not give a shit anymore. I'm it just is what it is, and it's always been that. But I had to come to a place where, and this is not to anybody specifically, this is just a general feeling. I mean, but a hit dog will holler. I just don't care like I did anymore. I mean, does it still bother me a little? I would be sitting here lying if I said it didn't. But I mean, it's important to. People always tell me, well, not people, because everybody's not smart, but, people have told me before that, it's important to not let things you can't control really affect you. And I know that. It's just, it's you can have all the wisdom in the world, but you're still human at the end of the day. And it's a lot of things, but a lot of things are easier said than done. You can know all day long, hey, I can't let this bother me. It's not worth it. Etc., etc., etc. But we as humans have emotions that we're entitled to express. We're entitled to feel. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. All right, so my next segment is making time for who you want to make time for. Now, I'm gonna dive a little bit into my. No, I'm not. I was gonna talk about like my romantic relationships, but or lack thereof. It's kind of like the difference between calling and not calling. It's like, even if you're like a super busy person, I've dealt with men who claim to be so busy and they only like I only see them like one time or like a week or something like that. And while some people will be like, well, at least they're no, unacceptable. Don't say at least they're nothing and then on the other end tell me not to settle or discourage settling. I'm a realist and I'm very attached to reality, and I'm not going to accept a man not giving me the time that I feel like I deserve. And I'm going to speak up. Like, a lot of people have selective outrage. They're like, oh, I'm going to go off about this, but this I'm going to let slide because XYZ. No. Either you're going to stand up and speak up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. No. I feel really strongly about that. If I'm giving you my time, you need to be giving me yours. And if you don't give me yours, I'm not going to continue to give you mine. I will take back a little at a time. And you're going to feel it because I am a amazing person to be around. Super cool, like funny as fuck. Damn it, cursing. Funny as heck. And you're not about to play me like I'm a hoe or like I'm a one and done. Like, you're not about to do me like that. And if it does happen, it's not because I had any control over it. You just didn't hit me back up, or we didn't get together again, or you had no intentions on making it work in the first place. Why do I feel like it's the T-zone for me. But yeah, like, it's no excuse. Like I said, when you want to make time for someone, you make time for them. And that is it. It does not matter about the specifics, a person's lifestyle, a person's situation, unless your phone don't work. Okay? Unless you're in a financial situation into where your phone is not on and it does not work, or you are not mobile and you cannot get to me, that can be worked out as well. I can come and get you, depending on where you live, because if you ain't around the corner, I don't know. But it just is, that's it. When you want to make time, you will find a way. That's one thing about it. You will find a way, period.
No, don't do that.
My next segment is Blueface and Krishan and what I think about the toxicity of it all. I'm not a person who condones toxic relationships of any kind. I don't care if it's relationship, workplace, family, like, it doesn't matter. Like, any kind of toxic relationship, I stand against. I'm not on the fence. I'm not like, oh, the specific, no. I'm not like, oh, maybe if this person, no. I'm not like, oh, maybe if he or she, no. I don't support that shit. I'm a big person who feels like violence is last resort. I'm never going to raise my hand first, but I will defend myself. You know what I'm saying? I did see the viral video. I'm not going to play it. If you want to go see it, look it up. I'm not supporting that mess. They were literally brawling on, I believe it was Hollywood Boulevard. How does one expect to be taken seriously when it's always something? And it's not even things you can't avoid. I feel like they're toxic. They're both toxic in their own ways, and they're even more toxic as a unit. I feel like Krishan, and I love her. She's my favorite on Baddies South. This is nothing against her. This is just my opinion of what I've seen. She's toxic because she won't leave. that is a form of toxicity. When you know that something is bad for you and you refuse to leave for yourself, you know, for a better situation and for your own peace at the end of the day. Blueface is toxic because as much mess as he talks like about leaving or paying her to leave, and he doesn't want that girl to leave because, and I'm going to tell you why. Men like that, you know, like someone they can control, manipulate, and give her, you know, the business in the bed. So you know what, like I'm gonna let you know what, if you leave me, this is off. You know, like you're not gonna get this elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? He likes to not even control the situation, because I don't feel like he's controlling anything. I feel like she's doing everything because she wants to do it, from the neck tattoo, which is really cute, by the way. I really like the neck tattoo. I'm not gonna lie. Now, do I think it should have been of him? No, but it's really a cute tattoo. Like, whoever did it, shout out to you. But the tooth was really excessive. She first got a tooth. I think the proper term is a tooth implant, to where she can literally take it out whenever she wants to. She got, you know, a regular tooth, like a plain white tooth, you know, matched the rest of her grill. Now, when I first got introduced to Krishan, she didn't have a tooth. It was on Baddie South. Now, I knew of her because she was on Blueface's OnlyFans show. And, but yeah, I didn't really, like, get to know her until she was on Baddie South. But, you know, long story short with that, she now has a tooth with his face on it. And, like, mind you, she took the initial tooth out, not the real one, but the implant, the first implant that didn't have anything on it. She took that out because Blueface felt some kind of way now that men were really looking at her, because she had a full set of teeth now, and he got jealous. That's what I took away from it. I feel like that was the implication behind him wanting to leave her, because now she's thinking about herself and not him. And I think that was really his problem, you know. And he was more than okay with her taking the tooth out, because he's jealous of her popularity, and he knows that with a full set of teeth, she's like damn near the complete package. Think about it. Go back and look at those videos. You know, they're on YouTube. You know, but he was more than okay with her putting his face on the tooth and having that as the implant. He's fine with that. It's the narcissistic behavior for me. But long story short, I don't support their relationship. Now, are they a cute couple? Hell yeah, they both sexy as hell. You know? And I seen the piece that he, you know, if you know, you know what I'm talking about. I seen the piece, so you know, hey, she might be a little matized. You know, if you know, you know. If you're grown, you know what I'm trying to say now. I don't know if they consider YouTube consider that a curse word, so I don't even want to say it, child. But he rocking the piece, and I ain't talking about a firearm. Okay. That probably has a large part to do with it as well. You know, also, you know, she's become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. It sounds like I'm making an excuse for her. I'm just trying to make sense of it, because it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I don't support them as a unit. I like Krishan. The only thing I like about Blueface is that he's fine and tall. That's it. So, my next segment is how many baby showers are necessary. Personally, it's kind of like, if I'm being honest, it's kind of like how I look at marriages. And I'm not a traditional person by far, so whatever I'm about to say, take it how you want to take it, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it should only be one. You know, now, marriages are more serious than, of course, a shower for a child that's not even here yet. Now we're gonna tackle one at a time. I'm gonna go after the marriages first. I feel like, you know, once you finally hop the broom or skip down the aisle or pimp walk down the aisle or do the two-step, however you did it, you know, you should only do it once, you know, because that's very serious to me. That's not something I would take lightly. It's not something I would enter into impulsively. And I wouldn't just I'm not just gonna say yes just because you're asking me. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna know. You know what I'm saying? That of course you're not gonna know if it's gonna last, but like I'm gonna know that this is my one and only marriage, right? And that is what will sway my decision either way, because I'm only doing this once. That's me personally. Now when it comes to baby showers, I feel like it should only be one as well. Like for your firstborn, it's a new experience for you. You've never been a mom. He's never been a dad. I don't think dads are actually allowed. It's like a girls only thing. Excuse me, a girls only thing for baby showers. But I think there have been probably a lot of situations where the man was involved with the baby shower. He was there opening gifts with the girl or girlfriend, baby mama or wife, whatever it was. Some people are not I would use the word traditional in that aspect. But I feel like it's you only need one. After that, all right, it's no longer a new experience. I mean, no, yes, you're getting a new experience with a new child, but it is not a new experience you being a mother if you were a mother in the first place. Now, no shade. Let me just say, as long as Snapchat keeps this filter, ma'am, I will continue to do these videos. I know y'all are here for it. The eyes, the lashes, the beat.